Welcome everyone to Anime Aftershow, the show where we do high quality after shows of your favorite anime. I'm your host Nano here, and today we are going to be talking about Digimon Episode 10. And today, joining with me always is our dedicated toy expert, Adam from Azenzone. Welcome, man. Cool. Yeah, you're pretty much like our toy expert at this point, you know. So, even the yeah, you do kind of have that like love-hate relationship. Like you're frustrated, but you know they do kind of pay for your ad revenue, I guess. So you know. Anyway, goddamn, I'm trying to pick. Sorry, guys. It's been a while since well, it feels like it's been a while. I guess it hasn't been that long, but it feels like it's been weeks, even though it hasn't really been weeks. It just feels like it. I guess because we didn't do the pre-Q one, so it kind of feels like that. Okay, so we kind of have an announcement. So if you've been following any of our previous episodes, first, thank you for actually watching. You know, second, drills will no longer be joining us. Nothing like serious, no like drama or anything. You know, what's up, friends? He's just can't commit because of time issues and stuff. So it's just gonna be me and Adam here on forward, and unless we get like I guess someone else join, maybe we'll get all the like 6 Ranger Digidestin, you know. But we'll see how this is gonna go. So yeah, we are going to be talking about episode 10. We're gonna start with our pros and then our cons. So Adam, what did you like about this week's episode? Okay. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I like the like build up for like Metal Greymon. Yeah. Yeah. I would have to go back and compare and stuff. But to kind of compare to the new match, which actually did Metal Greymon even appear in the Try movies or no? The Try movies. Oh, because yeah, the only reason I was asking, I was gonna ask if he did compare. Uh, what do you think of the animation between this Metal Greymon and the Metal Greymon in the Try movies? If we're talking about like newer animation. Hmm. Hmm. Oh yeah, I love that. Was that the like Super Evolution song? Okay. Like that song. That song like got me hyped. Like I really like that. Like I've been like pretty impressed with like the music, this this like show. So you know, cool. So he's done a lot of music for a lot of the other stuff. Oh really? Mm. Yeah. I like that. It's one of my favorite like Japanese like evolution themes. It's between like One Vision and that one like really good one in Frontier. I forget what it's called. Uh, but yeah, yeah. I haven't seen the openings for Dragon Ball Kai, so oh yeah, I really like the dynamic because you have Tai who is kind of like influenced by I guess Pride this episode with this. Yeah, and I really like that dynamic. We saw that a lot in the original, but we also seen it a bit more here too. So that's nice. Yeah. Oh yeah. I love Joe, man. I mean, first I'm wondering why he has a textbook to begin with. I mean, we we have like ebooks now and audiobooks, so those things are expensive, man. Okay, so I was kind of surprised when they like retweeted, not retweeted. They're not tweeting about that. That'd be hilarious to be like, we have to go hashtag rip Ogremon. I can't get that imagery out of my head now, but I like how they I like because they uh, escape and retreat it, and I like how the first half is this like slice and kind of slow slice and life, trying to like yeah take things in, and we see a lot of reflection between Ty and Matt and how they have different viewpoints and stuff. Like we said, Ty's very driven about one pride and emotion. Like that, like Ogamon def like really had an effect, and like he just wants to go fight Ogamon, but Matt's like, no, we need to find the holy Digimon, and I like that like conflict and the dynamic. and I also like it was kind of cute and touching how like Agumon wanted to finish battling like Ogamon and stuff, and now he won't. And I so how did you feel about the timing with the music with this? I felt like the music felt like every match, like every punch they drew. Yeah, like the musical timing. I don't know like who directed this episode, but that they really made the musical timing work. Like they had the song that you usually have playing for the prologue portions of the episode, and they had that like playing in the fight, and it like I said, it would like match the punch and kicks, and it felt like very smooth, and it really got me engrossed and engaged in that scene. So that was one of the highest points for me. So, but yeah, the I'm trying to think what else. I also like the idea how kind of split into two groups, even though one group was just like Tai and Agumon. You know, but I like how the all like using teamwork, like Tai and Agumon are the distractions, so everyone else can get away. Though I feel like Tai and Agumon were doing it just because they wanted to fight. Uh, but it's yeah. Yeah. So, but I like how they all came up with a plan together. Oh, I didn't. I almost forgot to mention this. I like smart Izumi. I like how Izumi's smart. Izumi's smart boy. Don't ever change Izumi. You be smart boy. But I like how he's coming up with a plan, figuring things out, and he figure out to what's the main Digimon's name that they were fighting? I always mess up. Tyrannomon. I found it was pretty impressive. He was able to somehow find Tyrannomon's weakness and stuff. So I really like how we're seeing a lot of like Izumi's smartness, and he's pretty much like the strategist. I think. So I really like that. But yeah, those were the main things I like. Anything else you want to add on to that? Okay, so cons. What didn't we like? Mm-hmm. Uh, budget. Never mind. Continue. Mm. Are we gonna talk about that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Was it just be, or were you like kind of drawn off with how the characters were reacting watching the fight between like Raymond and Merchuranamon? They felt like they were confused, not understanding that like Greymon was like fine. They were like almost like surprised. I'm like, did you guys not expect Tai to go after Merchuranamon? Yeah, I mean, you know how Tai is. He's gonna probably yeah get carried away, and they just kind of stand there. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, did you guys not take your vitamins this morning? Yeah, like I don't know. I felt like uh confused. Yeah. So yeah, that kind of like drew me off. Uh, and also I felt like the end of the battle, like when the battle actually ends. I don't know. I guess it kind of felt underwhelming to me. Did it feel underwhelming to you? Yeah, yeah. I'm like, oh, it's over. I mean, the Greymon versus Tyrannomon portion was good, but the second part uh, of it was yeah, 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 and I guess that's like for an episode as a whole. Wow, I do think they have improved the episodes, and I did like enjoy this episode for the most part. I felt like I didn't enjoy as much as I could have or should have. I felt like the pacing could have like used a couple more like rewrites. Yeah, he just came out of like no what like I knew they were building up to him, and I was like draining. I was like, okay, come on, show Murray, like let's treat this like a band-aid, just rip it off already. And like, and I'm waiting, and then he just kind of shows up. I don't even remember the moment that like really triggered it. It just felt like yeah, it felt like he just digivolved to digivolve so that like our protagonist could like win. Like they felt like they were Because what I love about Digimon is when the Digimon digivolve, it's usually due to like character growth or some enduring moment, some kind of like character development. Yeah. It was the whole theme of like Tai overcoming his like courage and stuff, cause he was like afraid because of how curious he was before he got like yes, so he kind of lost his confidence. So he had to like regain his confidence, and then like Metal Greymon. But nope, just and with the previews, it looks like this is gonna just be a continuing trend. But we'll get to that a bit later. But yeah, I feel like Metal Greymon just came out of like nowhere. Yeah, and I don't know, maybe this show has some big brain plan I don't see yet, but I don't know. Like I knew it was gonna happen, but when it actually happens, it's just yeah. Anything you want to add about the whole Metal Greymon? Like, do you think it's a bad idea having Metal Greymon coming this soon? Do you think it could work if it's executed well? I mean, I mean, I'm okay with them introducing villains who are like way more powerful than our uh main characters that are like ultimates and stuff. I'm okay with that. You know, it shows our characters of the difficulties of the digital world and stuff that they have to climb and reach towards. I'm okay with that. Yeah, like how much longer until we get to the megas then? If we're going at this rate, you know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to remember the beyond mega levels, but uh wasn't it called like Crimson Mode or something like? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I do feel like that's what they're building up to. I feel like that's part of why we're going so fast. They want to introduce crazy new forms and just crazy new things that we went into the original. Like, I feel like they want to go beyond, but in order to go beyond, we have to get through the old stuff, like, at a quicker rate. So, and I feel like this is part of the show's problem. It's trying, they want to do all this cool new stuff, but they're also still trying to be too similar to the original. Yeah, and they haven't been able to find a balance. I feel like they should just pick one or the other. Like, if you want to be like the original, do the original right. If you want to do new, way different stuff, then just do that. Yeah, like... Oh yeah, the gonna be like Ultimates facing a champion, right? Is that his ultimate form? If they wanted to introduce... Oh, god damn it, I had you muted. Thank you, Close. Say something, Adam?
Something.
Okay, well, we don't have time to go back and do all the pros, but if you want to start from the sentence on what you were saying about Metal, about like Devimon.
Yeah, Devimon, like this is just me. Devimon's general evolution goes from Devimon, my oldest mind, and whatever's, and then of course one of my oldest mind's megas.
Yeah.
Other forms they could take on, I think, are like Skull Satamon, who appeared in 02, so that's a possibility.
Yeah, because unlike Pokemon, what's cool about Digimon, if you played some of the games, that they have different like lines you can go through.
Yeah.
There's like 3 different lines. What is it, buddy? Sorry, my dog's acting. But that could be an interesting, because we've been talking about how are they going to introduce my oldest mon, So if they just have like my oldest mon be the same Devimon, that'd be a cool way to transition between arcs, I think.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. And of course, if they wanted to do something different, they could bring in Skull Satamon. That's a cool looking Digimon too.
Which one was that?
He appeared in one episode and was like, he was the Digimon who first took on Imperial Dramon. That Red Skull looking dude. In 02, he was a cool design in my opinion, but just didn't get a lot of love. And if anything else, and I think if they really want to go crazy, they could turn him into Daemon or something.
Yeah. I want this show to be really good, man.
Well, we'll see if they
can.
Because
so the person in chat, Close, he watched the. How many episodes did you watch, Close? I think it was like 3 or 4, and he like dropped it, and he doesn't really drop series that often, so. I mean, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. Like, you probably missed our conversation earlier, but they introduced an ultimate Digimon this soon. Like,
episode 9.
I really want to know what's going on in that writer's room. Like, are they just not agreeing on stuff? Or they just not having enough time to flesh out ideas? Like, I want to know what's causing this mess,
to me, it almost seems like they just want to get this stuff out and just do. They just want to get all this old stuff out and then do their new stuff. Like if they do digivolve Devimon to something into maybe even a brand new Ultimate, that'd be interesting.
Then like don't do old stuff. Just do a brand new story. You know.
Yeah. But I think they kind of want to have their cake and eat it too. So basically, lure the old fans back with stuff from the original Devimon arc, and then just completely change it up.
I mean, yeah, they definitely changed some stuff up. That's for sure. To take a shot, man.
Like some of the stuff that they changed up. I can understand them changing up stuff. It's just like, then what you want to do, but then you still need to actually be a good story in of yourself.
Do you feel like the story's good, or
some of the plot? I think the overarching plot is actually interesting. Going to look for the Holy Digimon while this shadowy antagonist is watching them from the shadows. That's an interesting plot, but the actual character stuff is kind of weak.
Okay, and I guess we're kind of all heading into a more general discussion. So if anyone has chat questions, feel free to ask questions in chat. But yeah, like I want this to be really good. I feel like there's some big brain game plan I don't get. You know.
Yeah. Again, it seems like if we're to believe like they still have 66, they still have like over 50 episodes at this point.
Oh my god, that's a lot of after shows to do. I hope I hope I don't get burnt out. I don't know. I might get burnt out eventually. Like that's a lot of episodes, man. I thought it was only gonna be like 50, 48, but and even that's kind of a lot. But you're saying it's gonna be like 65, right?
Yeah, 65, I believe.
That's a lot, even for a Digimon show. That's a lot.
Which are usually like 52 or so.
Yeah.
Yep, they're listed at 66.
60. That's a lot, man. I don't know if people are gonna be dedicated to watch that many episodes.
I'll say.
Maybe if you're a Digimon fan, but even then, like, I mean, obviously we're watching it because I guess we like to torture ourselves, I guess. And like, there's that small part of us that hopes it's gonna get like really, really good soon, you know.
Mm-hmm. Or if anything else, we can at least get a good soundtrack out of all of this.
Oh yeah,
if anything, if there's one thing I'm gonna buy from the season, it's definitely gonna be like a soundtrack or some iTunes off of it.
I mean, you're not gonna buy the $100 something Digivice?
No.
Yeah, like that still blows my mind, man.
I still got this, and it actually works better, I think.
Well, I don't got.
It still works. It still works after all these years.
I don't got one, and I bet those are probably expensive now.
Probably.
The old ones, at least. Though, Bandai has released these like newer version of like the really old Digimon Digivice things. So, I might pick one of those up, but. But anything else you want to say?
Nothing much else.
Yeah, really hasn't been any big Digimon. Oh, I actually I think the Digimon the Digimon like Final Evolution movies gonna be coming to digital pretty soon, if it's not already. I forget when it's supposed to, but that should be interesting. So, what are you hoping for next week's episode? We might as well talk about predictions.
Well, at this point, I'm not sure about character stuff, but I do hope like at least the overarching plot progresses because honestly, again, the plot isn't bad. It's just the character stuff has been pretty terrible, if we're going to be perfectly honest. So
Yeah.
if we get a little more world building, that'd be nice. Like maybe some more stuff about the Holy Digimon would be interesting to learn.
Yeah. My main concern is the ultimate evolution because we saw it already with getting Gurumon. It looks like we're getting, I think, Gurumon's ultimate form, and it seems like they're just gonna be tossing ultimate form after ultimate form, and I'm really not looking forward to that.
Yep.
So, oh
I guess he's not looking forward to it either.
yeah, buddy. Hold on. You talk more about your thoughts. I'm going to let them out of my room real quick. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, this I think the problem. I think like with this show, I really do think that the Ultimates are just being tossed out because they want to get out there, just get it done. It's frustrating. It's frustrating for both of us, I think, because uh, I think nostalgia's kind of doing the talking, but at the same time, why is it? Why should we? We keep bringing this up, but why should we watch this? Why should we recommend this series over the original at this point?
Yeah, like the original is very easy to get nowadays. Like it's, I believe the subs on Crunchyroll, and if you want to watch the dub, that's on Hulu. And there might be some box sets. I'm not sure, but it's not like hard to access. At least the first season we're talking about. If you want to go anything beyond Frontier, then but yeah, I would just recommend people go watch the original. And I hate being that guy say, oh, go watch the original. The original is better, because I see that in other fandoms, and I never thought I'd be that guy, but I guess this show has made me that guy.
Now that's because the show on itself doesn't have much legs to it. Doesn't have its own legs really.
Yeah, it's trying to be too much like the original, but not enough like the original. Like it really does have like an identity crisis. I feel.
Like if this were like a different team who were getting their ultimate forms this early, like let's say it was just like a brand new team with brand new Digimon and they just were getting their ultimate forms, like I'm not sure if we would actually feel the same way as we do now.
Yeah, and that's so. Do you think we would be enjoying the show more if we've never seen the original?
If we'd never seen the original, I'm not even sure if we would make it past go this far because it honestly feels a little bit generic when you get down to it.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a generic fantasy at times. Like
Yeah, I feel like you're screwed either way. Like, no matter if you're a fan or if you're not a fan, like, it's. Not to say this is like the worst show ever, it's not. There definitely are good moments in it.
it's just that these isekai shows are also a dime a dozen these days. Like isekai shows.
Oh my
nowadays,
god, I never thought about it. Yeah, Digimon's a isekai. I never thought about it that way before.
that's what a lot of people say these days. It was like one of the forerunners of isekai that making way for stuff like Sao and stuff and other shows.
I never made that realization until now.
Isekai was. There were of course other isekai like maybe Slayers and all that back in the day, but Digimon was definitely the one that took kids from our world and took them to another fantasy world.
Yeah.
And now that the isekai is just like completely blown up and just like there's way too many on the market now, it's kind of hard to recommend this series to like kids of this generation.
Yeah, the only thing it really has to sell it is the brand.
Yeah.
And that kind of sucks. I feel like they're just like using the brand and not like using the story capabilities. Because Toei is capable of making good shows. We've seen good shows from them before. This I just don't think is one of them.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like we went on a tangent. We were talking. So, is there anything else in particular for next week you want to see?
Some interesting desert Digimon, but yeah, just at this point, I'm not expecting much for character building, but at least world building. Like give some interesting looking Digimon.
Yeah, because for me, like Digimon, yeah, I've always liked the characters and stuff, but the thing that has always fascinating with me with like each Digimon season is the digital world itself, is the universe. You know, because each show has its own set of rules of how the digital world operates, while
Yeah.
showing some similarities in between, but each one builds it differently, and that's something I've always enjoyed from Digimon. So,
Hmm.
uh,
Yeah. But yeah, that's about all I'm expecting, or at least hoping for.
I don't know what I want. I just don't want them to rush through the ultimates. That's what I want.
Maybe if we're lucky, they'll stop at two, at least the two main ones, and maybe space out the others. I'm not holding my
I mean,
breath.
I, 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 I get like all of main ones have been main group has been introduced, and they all have their champions. So it kind of makes sense, but even like in the original, like after they all got their champion, it was at least I think like 2 to 5 episodes before we got to our ultimates, and and the ultimate unlocking episodes were really good. Like they each had a meaningful lesson to learn, and they were able to get to those ultimates. But here it's just, oh no, bad Digimon fighting us, we're gonna lose. Here, take an ultimate.
Yep, they're just handing them out like candy.
Man, they must be taking lessons from Gosei or something. I'm sorry, it was. I couldn't, okay? I couldn't resist, okay?
Yeah, I'm not the one who's trying to erase that from their mind.
But, but yeah, like. It'd be okay. Did this show get better, right? I keep telling myself that it's gonna get amazing eventually.
It,
I mean,
there's also that possibility. There's always that possibility. I won't deny, but it's just like, yeah,
I mean, I would say it has improved since the earlier episodes, but like
yeah,
not like by a large amount. You know,
yeah.
it's like slowly building itself, and you know, this is like a longer series, so they got time. But like, I don't know. I'm getting kind of impatient. Like, you know,
As impatient as the show itself.
yeah,
It's
and like it's crazy. Like the episodes just feel kind of short. It's like, oh, it's over. That's it. Like, okay, see you guys next week. I guess. You know, that's I guess kind of what my mindset is. Before we wrap this up, what's your mindset with the show
currently
right now?
currently not high expectations. Just like, listen for more of the Tiny Multiple songs, that's for sure. But other than that,
Yeah, like it has some interesting concepts. I think it forgot what Digimon was about, and I don't blame them. It's really been years since we got an actual Digimon season, unless you count Apply Monsters, which was in Digimon. It was like a spin-off show, but and then there was like Cross Wars, which
we don't. Well, we don't talk about part of Crosswords. I think
yeah,
it's not.
I like the first half with Taiki and stuff, but
You could just stop there, really.
yeah, but so the last like really good one. I want to say Data Squad, but I know a lot of people don't like Data Squad. I personally like Data Squad, but
I would say like the one that's at least not controversial is Tamers.
oh yeah, Frontier's controversial too. So
I mean, aside from the humans become Digimon, I will say I think the last arc of that series was slow.
yeah, but anything you want to add before we wrap this up?
Nothing much else.
Okay, so we are going. We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, we still have our sanity by then, but we will see. This has been Anime Aftershows. We provide high quality aftershows of your favorite animes. I have been your host, Nanohero. You can follow me at The Real Nanohero and at twitch.tv/Nanohero. Our other host for today's episode has featured Adam from azenzone. Go check him out, watch his reviews and stuff. Anime Aftershows is created, owned, and planned by Nanohero. Once again, you can follow me at The Real Nanohero. Our intro and outro music is done by Xavier Soda. Make sure you check out our other brands and channels, including Nano's Indie Cafe. More info is in the description. Make sure to also follow us on social media at Anime Aftershows. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, like, and ring that bell. Also, check out the link below to listen to the audio version. If you're listening on something like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify, make sure to follow or subscribe, download, and leave us a rating. If you haven't already found Anime Aftershows on YouTube, make sure to do so. And we will see you guys